So for today's video, narrating the life of Rabindranath Tagore and Mahatma Gandhi. Rabindranath Tagore was the youngest son of Rabindranath Tagore, a leader of Brahmo Sama, which was a new religious sect in 19th century Bengal and which attempted a revival of the ultimate monastic basis of Hinduism as laid down in the Upanishads. He was educated at home, and although at 17 he was sent to England for formal schooling, he did not finish his studies there. In his mature years, in addition to his many-sided literary activities, he managed the family estates, a project which brought him into close touch with common humanity and increased his interest in social reforms. He also started an experimental school of Shantiniketani, where he tried his Upanishadic ideals of education. From time to time, he participated in the Indian nationalist movement, though in his own non-sentimental and visionary way, and Gandhi, the political father of modern India, was his devoted friend. Tagore was knighted by the ruling British government in 1915, but within a few days he resigned the honor as a protest against British policies in India. Tagore had early success as a writer in his native Bengal. With his translations of some of his poems, he became rapidly known in the West. In fact, his fame attained a luminous height, taking him across continents on lecture tours and tours of friendships. For the world, he became the voice of India's spiritual heritage, and for India, especially for Bengal, he became a great living institution. Although Tagore wrote successfully in all literary genres, he was first of all a poet. Among his 50 and odd volumes of poetry are Manasi in 1890, The Ideal One, Sonartari in 1894, The Golden Boat, Giginta Hali in 1910, Song Offerings, Gitimalya in 1914, Rate of Songs, and Balaka in 1916, The Flight of Cranes. The English renderings of his poetry, which include The Gardener in 1913, Fruit Gathering in 1916, and The Fugitive in 1921, do not generally correspond to particular volumes on the origin Bengali, and in spite of its title, namesake. Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi was born in 1869 in Porbandar, British India. His real name was Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. Mahatma means great soul. Was assassinated in 1948 in New Delhi, Union of India. India was a British colony. Gandhi helped India win independence. India became independent in 1947. Gandhi was against violence. His protests were always peaceful. He inspired people around the world with his ideas. Non-violence was important to Gandhi. He was a vegetarian because he didn't want to kill animals to eat. He lived simply. He made his own clothes. He was a popular leader. He worked for a better life for poor people. Gandhi's idea of non-violence inspired people around the world. Martin Luther King Jr. led nonviolent protest for civil rights. He said Gandhi inspired him. President Barack Obama said Gandhi inspired him into help people.